One of the toughest things it seems to get right when creating your VTuber avatar is making it both representative of you while making sure it stands out at the same time. I know for me, a lot of character design videos I watch mainly apply to cartoons, such as circle character good, triangle character evil. VTubing is a much different medium than traditional animation, character mascots, or even video game characters, in that it does not have the same limitations. So for a week or so, I've been scouring the web of different VTubers whose designs I think really stand out and try to give you as many examples as possible to better help visualize how you may design your own VTuber avatar, or if you're just curious what makes a VTuber design stand out. While you've probably heard of these design principles before, I'm hoping with the examples I provide, it's easier to see how these designs apply to VTubers. Starting with silhouette. Silhouette is a way to communicate who a character is instantly. Some of the most easiest ways to do so is through hairstyles, clothing, accessories, and posing. My personal favorite is when VTubers have an oversized hoodie over their head. I just love it. The best ways to see if your silhouette works is either by blacking out your character entirely, or try drawing your character as quickly as possible in MS Paint or Procreate to see if you're still able to tell that it is in fact your character. A fun way to see this in action is by watching VTubers play Gartic Phone and see how they draw their fellow VTubers, and just observe if there are certain garments or parts of the VTuber that make it instantly recognizable that it was them. Now, silhouette is not the be-all end-all of design. It's why we see so many of those retweet to reveal my whole character design on Twitter. Silhouette will only tell you so much about a VTuber. I think a good exercise to do is look through those tweets when VTubers do new outfit reveal predictions and see all the combinations and accessories people came up with just based on the silhouette alone. But another identifier of a VTuber is color palette. You usually want to keep your color palette simple. I say between 3 to 5 colors is a good range. A good site to use to pick out colors is Color Picker. Go figure. I'm pretty sure it's the first result you see. It's really fun to just pick out colors, especially because of the names they give them. And if you see a picture that really catches your eye and you want to include in your own design, that site is also good for that. I won't go into too much detail in this video, but it is good to learn a little bit about color theory, like why certain color combinations work together and why others don't, not to mention color psychology and how certain colors make us feel. For instance, if you're someone who's quite shy and timid and wants to do relaxing ASMR content, a character all decked out in bright red might not be suited for you. Now that we've covered the two main points of design, silhouette and color palette, which I like to refer to as the recognizability and readability of a design, we're going to mash those two concepts together for our last point of design, theme. Oftentimes, VTubers have a theme that their character is based upon, like food, animals, profession, or otherworldly beings. While it's definitely not a requirement, it does help in identifying a VTuber. Like that's the Truck Coon VTuber, or that's the Funny Bunny Red Bull VTuber. Now we're going to make this sort of a lightning round where I go through different VTubers and explain what I like most about their design. I probably won't be saying any of the VTubers' names simply because I'm going to be going through so many and my brain has a limited capacity of information I can remember without messing up, but all the VTubers I mentioned will be put either in the description or in a pinned comment with all the timestamps below. She was actually the one that inspired me to do this entire video because I love her design so much. I love the drill hairstyle and honestly wish I saw more of it within VTubing. I think the headphones paired with carrying around a plushie gives off very relaxing vibes. And I imagine her as someone who spends time in bed just chilling, listening to music. I know we're talking about design, but her voice has this sleepy, almost drowsiness to it that really fits her character. Love the more unique skin color and horns. Lovely color scheme with the blue and red. I like the added detail of red under her eyes. The spiked bar really, the spice bar, crap, I can't, words. The spiked bat really helps the character stand out and helps with silhouette when posing. I feel like squirrels are one of the most rare animals in VTubers, but she's not only a squirrel, but a flying squirrel. She's wearing a poncho, which I don't see a lot in VTubing, and helps clarify the fact that she is a flying squirrel. Purple and yellow is a good color combo, and it's cool how her tail goes from yellow to purple at the tip. Again, I am a big fan of the drill, or in this case, swirl hairstyle. I think it really helps with silhouette. Her theme is more food-based, and I get the impression that she is some sort of baker. The color scheme honestly reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream, which I think was intentional. Her collar looks like upside down cat ears, which is a really nice touch. Then she has this cute little butter character on top of her head, which is absolutely adorable. Another food themed VTuber. You could tell I was really hungry when I was looking them up. I love the different assortment of colors. I think it was a genius idea to use the pancake as a beret. Her hairstyle, just with like the two little buns on her head alongside the pancake beret, really makes her recognizable. Her outfit honestly gives me detective vibes. Like, I could easily see her as a food reviewer who goes around trying out different recipes or going to different restaurants in search of the tastiest food. Probably one of my favorite male designs, if not favorite. I love how his mascot is an owl and he wears a top hat and monocle. It gives off a very sophisticated vibe. Not to mention, often when VTubers do red, they pair it with a darker color, which more times than not is black, so you see red and black. I like how his is red and brown. I think that's just kind of a more unique thing about him. His design is very easy to replicate in different art styles and has key points about it like the top hat and the monocle, which make it easily recognizable as well. I wish there were more VTubers with monocles. They're vastly underrated in my opinion, and similar to squirrels, owls are a very much rare animal in VTubing. She literally is as cute as a button. From the buttons as blushing cheeks, which I think is a nice detail. Her color scheme is very bright and cheery. She reminds me of one of those rag dolls you see when you're like a little kid. The X on her bangs is a nice touch, and I think overall she really nailed the theme she was going for. I love the bandages on her eye. It kind of serves as like an eye patch, and how the color scheme is pretty much monochromatic, using different variations of the color green. She has a sloth as her mascot, which is pretty unique, and I like how it also has bandages over its eye, just like her. And just from her design alone, it gives off a more timid, almost unsureness about it, and I'm just a big fan of it. I think it really stands out. Honestly, her design reminds me of a custom video game controller or PC setup. Her design gives off a very much colorful and chaotic atmosphere, much like her, especially if you look at her weekly schedules. Not to mention, she is a dog, which are known to be very all over the place in terms of their excitement. Again, this is not really related to design, but I absolutely love her accent. It's kind of like a Boston accent. That's the closest I can think of. And you wouldn't think of it looking at her, but it fits so well.
Anyway, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. What is my reasoning? Because I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite. My absolute favorite. And, 1, 2, and 3. The originals. The original. Yeah! Oh, man. Anime girl. Yep, it's a hard life. Okay. Yeah, it could be nostalgia. Is that how you say it? Well, it could be nostalgia. Nostalgia. Is that right? Fuck it. 1, 2, and 3. Delicious. Yes, even 3. I don't want to Listen. Before these, memes happened for the number 3, I loved that movie, okay? When it first dropped in the theaters, I was number 3's fan. And then all you other motherfuckers want to come in with your stupid memes, okay? They're good. But I was okay, I was doing it before it was cool. Yeah, that's right. I was doing it before it was cool. I love that movie.
I love the white and black color scheme. It gives off very much classy, elegant, and undead. Her outfit, including her hat and skirt, allow for a unique silhouette. And I like the two different eye colors going on, especially the green one, because it makes her overall design pop a lot more. Loving the gesture vibes, a very clear theme going on, and it's a nice subversion of expectations that the design is blue and black, because most gestures are red or a combination of three colors like red, yellow, and blue. Really like her hair, how it fades from gray to black. The posing is really nice, and in a row of VTuber silhouettes, I think hers would be easily identifiable. I love the majestic and ethereal space vibes. They are a self-described artificial satellite, which is quite unique. The purple and gray is so nice and so easy on the eyes. I like the little thorn. Again, I like the little horn attachments. I don't know, I keep like auto-correcting horn to thorn in my mind. Maybe because my name's Thorn, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. She gives such a happy-go-lucky and comfy vibe that I love. This is a good case of color psychology, where orange gives off a very warm, confident, and overall fun energy. If you couldn't tell by now, I am a huge fan of when hair fades into a different color. In this case, her hair fades from orange to red at the tip. I can't get over how much I love her color scheme, and the horns are a very nice touch as well. Once I saw the monocle, I knew I had to include this one. She has a very pastel design and is covered with band-aids. I think it's purposefully used to complement her more childish personality. I like how unique her eyes are. I've seen them both as swirls and also as stars. I want to showcase this design both because it's really cool and to show you don't have to go with an anime design. Although anime style is the most prominent within the VTubing community, it's not the only style there. Again, I like the more monochromatic color scheme, and I'm beginning to think that green is just a great color to use for monochromatic. Honestly, this design feels like perfect for folklore, like would have like the most amazing lore to it. You know what I mean? Like some kind of creepypasta, I don't know. As I said before, I think big hoodies are a great way to elevate a VTuber silhouette. Also, snakes are more of a unique animal within VTubing. I appreciate the detail of lace on her tail alongside the button eyes of her snake hoodie. The purple and pink in her design really makes her pop. By the crown on her snake, she could be a princess or some sort of royalty, which would also go with her design really well. This VTuber is actually in pre-debut, so there's no character sheet or even picture of their entire model, but from what I've seen, I like it a lot. From the bunny ears and red and black color scheme gives me Alice in Wonderland vibes. The chain on his ear is also a really nice touch. I like the jellyfish theme. They have two outfits, their main one and a casual one. Their main outfit reminds me of a Genshin Impact character, which I think is what they were going for. Love the jellyfish glasses. And I've seen a lot with male VTubers, they'll often have a small portion of their hair a different color to kind of make their design stand out more. This one has a really clear theme of angel idol, from the halo to the wings to the mic near their mouth and piano design on their skirt. Their hair and jacket helps create a unique silhouette. Honestly, the design reminded me a lot of Pretty Rhythm, which immediately made me like the design a whole lot. This also is a pre-debut VTuber who's actually debuting on the 10th of this month, so go check them out when they do debut. But they are Piranha Rockstar, which is a unique combination of animal and profession, which allows for a unique theme. The outfit is really badass, and I like the bandages used as a headband. This isn't actually a VTuber, but Miko, who's a part of Utal. But I really love her design, and I feel like she could be a VTuber. This character is actually a wolf who has two forms, a day form and a night form, which I think would be such a cool idea for a VTuber. Like if they stream in the morning, they could use one model, and then at night they use another model. She also gives me Red Riding Hood vibes, and her outfit allows for a unique silhouette. I know it's probably been done before to some extent, but I haven't really seen like someone completely commit, like having a day model and then a night model. Probably one of my favorite designs of all time. One of the most unique things about her is that she's a Cyclops, and unlike many VTubers, only has one eyeball, which immediately makes her very recognizable. I love the simple color scheme of red and orange. Her thorns plus her hair and bows make her silhouette very distinct. And I think overall she has a great showcase of a design that is easy to carry over in a multitude of other drawing styles. Now I'm just trying to find more words to say and talk about so that I can just show you more of her designs because it's so good. This is like, to me, just perfect. I love it so much. It's just such a good showcase of like having a design and having it carry over in just so many different styles and still remaining the same. And also having it both heavily stylized while also simplified, and you can still recognize that it's the same VTuber, if that makes sense. Okay. Something unique to VTubing is that you can evolve your design over time. You don't have to get everything right the first time. People redesign their VTubers all the time to better fit them. And sometimes our mind just changes and we want to take our VTuber in a new direction or a new theme or a new whatever. That's why we have things like outfit reveals. Haruka, who recently joined VShojo, had both her old design and new design on at the same time for a skit. Just look at all the VTubers who have multiple models of themselves, like Iron Mouse, Cozy, and Merryweather. I myself have another character I designed that's just on my computer collecting dust, so I thought now would be a good time to showcase her. Meet Suzu Shizuka, because Suzu is a type of Japanese bell, and Shizuka means silent, quiet, or gentle. I thought a cute fan name would be Little Bells. I thought it was cute. I wanted her to be a cross between a marionette doll and a wind-up toy. The thought process being she was something you could play at night to make you fall asleep, similar to a lullaby of sorts. And as a VTuber, her main form of content would be ASMR. I went for a simple pink and purple color scheme to add to the light and fluffiness of her overall design. I included the bunny mask to make her more unique and mysterious, and because 2023 is the year of the rabbit. Not to mention it helps her silhouette alongside the wind-up part of her. I don't remember what that's actually called, but I might still use her in the future. I honestly don't know. Please leave any ideas you have down below. Maybe I'll make Suzu my day form and Thorn my night form, just like Miko. Who knows? I hope this expanded your perspective of all the possible ways to design a VTuber and the different avenues one can take. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not prepared at all to edit this video down, however long it ends up being. I'm Thorn, and I'll catch you guys later.